Okay, let's talk about how you can use Fundly as an alternative to GoFundMe, and you can raise money for a personal cause. This is basically if you want to set up and raise money for anything under this category, disaster reliefs, fraternity and sorority, kids and family, medical and health, memorial, etc. You can raise money using this. So I'm just going to do a test campaign here, but ideally you want something that's more related to the reason why you're raising money. You'll also then say your goal. So the average amount of money raised with a personal crowdfunding campaign is around $1,000. You have your location there and also your zip code. So I'm going to put a zip code here, say in New York City, that I have preloaded here. And the category I'm going to have, let's just say that this is for trips and adventures, and we'll do continue. Now, Stripe is basically what's used to process all of the payments when it comes to doing a Fundly campaign. You could either do the walkthrough setup, which had just appeared a few seconds ago, or you can go and just edit the fundraiser basically. So I just prefer to do this. This is bread and butter crowdfunding. So this is the campaign title. Where's your campaign located? What is the goal? What is the start date? What is the end date? When you launch it is pretty much the start date, because you can say what the end date is and what is it that you're raising money for. Here's a great example. I'm raising money for my classroom. Donations will go towards this, support my campaign, to follow my process, and share with your friends. So basically, what is it? Why is it you're doing it? What is it for? And why do you need it? So we'll just say trips and adventures. I'm raising money to go to... You'll add an image. Ideally, you want to have a video because video is more engaging, but having an image is also okay, particularly if you're sending the campaign to people that already know you. So you'd want to have an image that kind of illustrates the reason why you're raising money. I'm just going to use like a stock image that I have here on my desktop. This is just from like a tweet that I think I did on Kickstarter and stuff like that. But you want to have one that's a little bit more specific. Some when it comes to your story is stressing the importance of, number one, why you're raising money, how this is going to help people, and how people's contribution are going to affect that. So for example, you every $25 raised is going to feed a single person for a week, right? Or is going to shelter someone for this span of time. Try to make it as tangible as possible. And also if you want, you can add photos, like that kind of stuff, and be specific, like it says here, about what your funds will be used for. So I'm not going to take the time to fill this in, but you can do this. I also talk a ton about optimizing this in my book, Crowdfunding Personal Expenses, which is available on Amazon and Audible. And also you can have giving levels, right? So these basically help your donors figure out how much that they should give. The more that you help donors and kind of hold their hands throughout the process, the easier it is going to be for them to wrap their mind around how much they should give. So I'm going to say $25 is going to provide 25 emergency packs, right? This would be providing 25 people with emergency relief funds. We add another one, we'll just say $50, right? We'll add 50 emergency packs. This, I don't think that one was filled in, so we'll just do 25, we'll do 50 here. We'll give, and you can add as many as you want. You can also change the color theme. So you can maybe make this more of like a cool aqua looking thing. And then update this, and we'll look at what this looks like. So that updated that, you can check out now what it will appear like on Fundly. So there we go. You'll have the title there. You'll have the main image, donate, share on Facebook if they would like, the amount that's already been raised, how many days are left, and the creator of this trip, the reason why it's being raised money, the actual description there, which you can put there, and also the giving levels where people can participate. This is very simple bread and butter when it comes to crowdfunding. This is basically what the page will look like. It's very similar to if you were doing a GoFundMe. However, some of the other things are that you can embed this page. You have a content card. You could have like a donate button, for example, that you would embed in your website. You could have a fundraiser button. So we could embed this if we wanted to in this website. We could have a donation form that we embed in a website or a web page. So there's a lot of stuff you can do in that way. You can also look at like the settings, the funds, how much have been raised, the payment providers. Do you want to get notifications? Do you want to send people notifications when you reach a certain amount, like 50% funds raised? This is a lot more powerful in many ways than GoFundMe, though GoFundMe is actually much more well known than Fundly. But that being, and also some like donation receipts and such. The difference here, the biggest difference between Fundly and GoFundMe comes down to the fees. Fundly will give you 4.9% when it comes to the payment that they are, the fee that they're going to put on your overall payments. So like if you raise $100, they're going to assess that at a 4.9% fee. And then there's credit card processing at plus 30 cents per transaction. So that's about 8%. You can round that. That's about 8% that they're going to be billing you essentially. Where if you raise $100, they're going to be taking $8 of that $100. That's different than GoFundMe, because with a GoFundMe, the fee is going to be assessed more so towards the person who's giving a donation. So when someone goes and donates, GoFundMe is going to ask them to donate a certain amount to GoFundMe itself. They're not going to charge you any fees, but they're going to ask your donors to contribute to GoFundMe. With Fundly, it's actually the other way around. At the time I'm recording this video, they assess a 4.9% platform fee for those who are raising money. And there's a lot of incredible examples of really good campaigns. And I actually would recommend going on here and, if possible, when it comes to Fundly, looking at some of the other campaigns that are being run. You can look here and you can see over 300 million has been raised on Fundly, which is really impressive. A lot of great campaigns here: Colorado Freedom Fund, Campaign David Dorn Memorial Fund, Habitat for Humanity. That's something I participated in before. You can see here some of the fundraising ideas. So for example, crowdfunding, which is a very similar, idea to GoFundMe, doing stuff like events online, text to give, etc. These are a lot of easy ways to begin to raise money, and these are different like techniques, if you will, like peer-to-peer fundraising, things that are a little bit more cutting edge when it comes to nonprofits, but not as much for personal crowdfunding campaigns. So hopefully this will give you an idea of kind of how you can run a campaign for yourself, how easy it was to just set up. We did that in a couple of minutes. And if you're looking for more like the strategy of how to raise the most possible, I do have a lot of good videos out there on that. I also have a free course on GoFundMe, which is very applicable as well to Fundly. And also I have a great book out there, Crowdfunding Personal Expenses, which will help you every step of the way. Tons of great stuff in that book. There's also an Audible version if you want to listen to me read the book myself in a passionate and enthusiastic way. But again, my name is Salvador Briggman. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.